Alright mud lovers, here we are again on the foreshore of the River Thames. I've got my new hat on and Matt's behind me, and together we go mudlarking and we're going to get some luck in the muck. Let's go. Here he comes. Like shoulder pads, Matt.
I like your fashion.
Do you know what it reminds me of? You remind me of the wrestler. These are wrestlers that had the big shoulder pads on, and there was a tag team.
Giant Haystacks?
No, the other one. Oh, I remember it.
It's an all-female one, isn't it?
I think they look good, mate.
I do.
And loads and loads of pipe stems. You can never pick all these up. So many of them. Where there's pipe stems, now and again you find a pipe bowl. That's an early one. Very nice, probably dates to around 1650. Beautiful, probably still smoke that today. Just set up this little token, little lead token. It's got some initials on there. Looks like it says ES, I think, or SJ. Nice one. And on the back, hopefully it'll have a little something on the back. There's a little X there. Was that a fish? Maybe this brought you 10 fish. Or was it a 4? Looks like a 4 to me. That's nice. That's really really cute little post-medieval trade token. I'm going with ES. What do you think? Leave it in the comments below. Would have been used a small change. Very fitting, it's got a last S on there. Like an innkeeper or a butcher's or some sort of establishment would have handed this out a small change. Nice.
Phone button. There's another bit I just spotted.
Yeah, it all seems to just, the tide sorts it out around this point, doesn't it?
Oh no, I missed it now. This is another. It's mad, isn't it?
I love it. Nicely worn by the tide as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice colours. Oh, we like everything from pottery to clay pipes. Oh, look, talking clay pipes.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that?
It's like a cased inside, isn't it?
It does. Pipe stems.
I just, again, someone's making that button, you know.
Made by hand. Little bone button. Oh, a few pieces here to show you. First is a lovely piece of English or Dutch Delft plate. Probably around 1700s. A little later, Victorian, but it's got a lovely scene. You've got a little guy holding maybe a lantern, maybe a Chinese scene, a lovely tree, and finally a piece of uranium glass. This stuff is actually radioactive, and I think if you put it in a light, UV light, it shows up beautifully. Got a little scrape and I found this little object. Got a couple of holes in there and a number. Number 11. I'm not sure what that's been off, but interesting. Well, Nick's found that good. Scraping just there, and it's come up.
I think that's a trader's.
Oh man, that's really cool.
Something in it. I thought that's got a. There's like a royal farthing from that side.
At, I can see the word at.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, at something.
Cool. Oh yeah, I can see at. Yes. I'm not sure if that's like an animal on there, is it? Oh, oh no. There's a letter there, B in the middle. Is that a B? I don't know what that is on there. It's like maybe something that shouldn't be there, I don't know.
Like a little miss.
Yeah, you can see from here, it's definitely a trade, isn't it?
So look at that then. Yeah, it's a very funny looking one.
You haven't actually had to try it out.
In green.
Green, good eyesight. Man, my eyes are going.
Greenwich must be Greenwich. Must be Greenwich, something in Greenwich. At the George. At the George in Greenwich.
Well, hey.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to be on there. George, what would George be? Maybe it's a guy on horseback. That'd be nice if it was. Looks like it's been like squashed or stood on. That's a fucking fine, mate. Nice 17th century trader soaking there. Got one initial, something B. Lovely bit of history. There you go.
Well, hey.
Meanwhile, I'm finding stair rod holders. Well, Matt's called me over because he's found a pretty cool little find in the form of a little gaming counter. And it's made of bone, isn't it, Matt?
Yep.
So that could be as early as Roman, because the Romans loved their bone gaming counters. So yeah, imagine that was slid across the table all those years ago. Hard to date, obviously, because it's just a piece of bone, but nice find, mate. Well done.
With the other little ones down there.
That's your little collection of stuff already, is it? Oh, Danny, doing really well.
There's seal looks quite nice. It's got some writing on it. I can't.
Little bag seal.
It's got a
cool,
little
isn't
cap on the other side as well.
Yeah, probably like Russian or something.
Georgian pipe. Bit of Staffordshire slipware.
Little cartouche part of Belmine or Vesterwald. That's quite nice actually. It's glazed, isn't it? Yeah. Looks like it might be a crown. Don't know. Well, there we go. And musket ball and the pipe like you mentioned. There we go. Good little start. They've got a few little pieces of lead and some nice pins here. Tudor pins. Lovely. I think it might be starting to rain. I spy with my beady eye a little bead. Oh, it's lucky, wasn't it? Went right on the trail, the tip then. There we go. Beautiful blue, maybe turquoise or glass bead. Lovely. Well, Nick's had more luck in the mark, haven't you, Nick?
Yay.
Nice little rose farthing. Nice little Charles I. It's in good nick, that one as well, isn't it? Nice little crown on one side.
Yeah.
And a rose farthing on the other. Would have paid the ferryman probably to get across the river. So tiny, aren't they? So I'm not surprised they get lost.
Absolutely.
Sweet. Nice little bit of history, mate. Sweet. Well, the sun's come out, and so has a potentially pretty cool find. Matt's found some sort of vessel.
Yeah.
It's got a little hole there, isn't it, for something?
Yeah.
A little hole there. Cool, that's deep.
Isn't it?
Tell you what, rather than me sit here watching you do it all,
You can time lapse it.
well, no, I'm just going to come back later when you've got it out.
Come back in about an hour.
I'm going to waste 20 minutes of mudlarking when you're gently
On my garden pot.
teasing that out. Plus, I don't want you to rush it, because if it's a really nice old piece, I don't want you to break it.
Yeah.
So I'll come back
We'll see how we
in
get
a little
on.
while.
Bye bye.
Oh, I just found one of my own, so I'm going to have a little go at excavating this. Remembering to fill our holes afterwards, of course. I can tell that's not complete yet. It's a shame. It's a big lump, whatever it is. It's glazed, so it could be a Tudor thing. It's just going to be, yeah. Oh, mine's out. Looks like a nice piece of Tudor pottery though. I think I'll leave that. I'll put that back because I don't particularly want it, so I'll put it back in the mud. Fill it up so that someone can come along in the future and have that for themselves. What have you got, Matt?
It's,
What is that? Is that a handle on it?
quite big. So I can give it a little rinse off.
Come on in. That's interesting though, isn't it? That's really cool, I like that. Might be a little well, that to me looks like a little, it depends on what that comes out like. If that's a little handle.
Yeah.
It's definitely got some age to it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a handle. Medieval then, I reckon, didn't you?
Yeah. Just an interesting object. I know it's not complete. Well, that looks deliberate as well, doesn't it? Let's look at the bottom a sec. Okay.
Quite rough as well, isn't it?
Oh, definitely crude. It's definitely handmade.
Yeah.
Interesting though. Really cool. That's another awesome Thames mystery. Well done, Matt, for finding that.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, let's do a spot the find. Okay, I'll give you 3 seconds. If you want to pause the video, you can do. And put your finger where you think the find is. Okay, I'm going to go in now in 3, 2, 1. Have you guessed yet? There we go. A little pork pie ink. Question is it complete? Oh no, the top's gone. Nice little Victorian inkwell. I think I might take that. Sweet little find. Well, the sun is out and I found myself a lovely little 17th century coin in the form of a little rose farthing. Oh, well happy with that. And it's very tiny. You can see why these fell out of people's hands and pockets and stuff. There's a lovely Tudor rose on that side, and the crown with the 2 swords on that side. And that side isn't quite so good, but it's still a lovely little find. Really happy with that. Charles I, 1640, a farthing, a quarter of a penny. Wouldn't have bought you much, and that's why they were so small, worth very little, but a beautiful coin nonetheless, and packed with history. Cool as mud. Oh, it's blaring sun. Lovely to see all these finds coming up. And now I just found this. It's military. I think it's British Light Infantry. Probably not a cab badge, probably a collar badge or lapel badge or something. That's really cool. Got some Latin under there as well. That's really nice. Very rarely find military stuff really. So that's a lovely little find out. See more about this later on. See if I can clean up a little bit. Well, I've just pulled this up. Not pulled this out. Literally, it's a tooth. Don't know if it's animal, human. Probably is animal. Big old roots on that. Not sure on age on that, probably just Victorian, but that's sweet. A nice little green bead up, Nick's just found. Nice little trade bead probably. Age on that, Nick?
Oh, don't know, mate. Yours is as good as mine.
Don't know on age. Could be as early as Roman, or it could be relatively modern. Nice little glass bead.
And the smallest button known to man.
Flipping heck. That is tiny. Well, that's useful.
Yeah.
Very dainty little glove. Oh, I almost forgot my glove. Went back for it. And it's sodden in water. Oh, luckily I got it though. So guys, we've finished for the day. This is Nick. If you haven't seen him before, he's an excellent mudlarker and he's about to show some of his finds, as is Matt and me. Let's take a look at the roundup. So I've got a little bit of a sea glass fascination going at the moment. I made some stuff in resin, so I picked up plenty of stuff today. Some nice pieces there with patterns and whatnot on. Let's go straight into the finds. A couple of pins, 1 or 2. Some metal work there, nice little stamp to the number 11. Not sure what that would have been from. Buckles and buttons and a few modern coins. A little brass knob. Now on top of this was this little soldier, which I didn't show you. Nice little lead soldier to go in my military themed area, and the nice light infantry badge there as well, really cool. This little tile is all 17th century, so Delftware tile, nice 17th century clay pipe, little rose farthing and the little lead token. They've gone a bit dry now, so they've lost a bit of their detail, but if I clean it up, put a little bit of Renaissance wax on, they'll look pucker. So this is a lead token, and it was used as short change when short change was in short supply during 1500 to about 1800. I can make out the initials ES, and on the other side is a number 4 and something to the left. I can see a fish. What can you see? Leave your comments below. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, and yeah, and a tooth and a marble and a bit of buckle. So loads of little odds and sods there, but it's been a really good little day, and I'll be making some stuff with my sea glass, hopefully, maybe another panel. So if you haven't seen that, go and check that video out. Matt's had a great day as well, haven't you, Matt?
Yeah, not too bad.
We've got to start with your star find, I think, because it's just
Right, medieval pottery.
oozing character. We don't know what it's designed to do yet, but we think it might be possibly something to sieve something in, or I don't know. It's quite there's a bit of a clue inside there. The way that they punctured the holes might suggest that it was all enclosed, maybe. Thanks to the Museum of London, we have learned that in Tudor times, people did not understand exactly how diseases were spread. The plague was a disease that killed thousands of Londoners in the 16th century. One of the ways people tried to prevent the plague was to burn sweet-smelling herbs, as many believed the plague was spread through bad smells. This pot is described as a fuming or stink pot because the jar held aromatic herbs and spices, which, when warmed by lighted charcoal in the chamber below, it wafted pleasant smells around the chamber. What else you got, Matt? Anything cool?
Georgian pipe.
Nice.
Knife.
Knife blade.
Piece of bellamine.
Okay, nice.
And then we've got a couple of little tokens and seals.
You got a ring as well, didn't you?
Yep, just above that. Nice little ring.
Okay. Nice little brass ring there. Could be silver. Never know.
Yeah.
Could clean up silver. Yep.
And we got some marbles, some musket balls. These 4 paint canisters, aren't they? Or paint tins.
It could be a Victorian marble as well.
Yep. We've got the PS4 controller in full working condition.
Yeah, but it is. Well, we're good. We're taking some of the toot away with us as well, where we can. Picking up some plastics.
And then a nice little pot lid.
Excellent. Well, I think the star of the show is that amazing pot. Cool. Well done, Matt. Great day. Now we're saving the best to last because Nick's had an abundance of coins and beautiful objects, and we're still discovering what some of these things are, because once they've been cleaned a second time,
Yeah.
we're learning a bit more about them. So yeah, talk us through it, mate.
Sea urchin.
Excellent.
Card and cheek, we get that, and then we've
Yep.
got a bit of slipware.
Staffordshire.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is it's a bone. It's the top of a skull of some description, I
Oh,
think.
really? It's
Yeah,
like a duck.
it does, isn't it? I like duck-billed platypus I'm going with. Bit of furniture decoration, bit of bone comb. There's
Yeah.
holes in there. A few interesting bits of pottery. Wooden bone.
Vulcanite stopper.
Yeah. I reckon it's like a watch winder, but it's some kind of windy. It's almost like off of like a violin or something, you know?
Yeah. Does,
Don't know.
yeah, that's got that feel about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Lace chape, big old lace chape.
Yeah,
I
nice.
reckon that might be the end of a whistle, maybe.
Yeah.
Pewter whistle that's got broken. That's what's just about left of a lead sun toy. It's got very squashed. Bit of leather decoration with
Oh yeah.
the decorated end to it.
That's cool. I found one
Yeah.
of those the other day actually.
Okay.
Nice.
Padlock, don't know what that is. A little bit of decoration.
Bit of jewellery.
A bit of manky coinage, modern coinage, sixpence, half p. These are very worn. Ship's half penny, farthing, another ship's half penny, and then the traders.
This trade token reads at the George in Greenwich, meaning the proprietor of the business with the initial EB was trading near a sign featuring George, presumably from the legend of St George, like this. The coin has a casting error obstructing the E, but it also appears on other found tokens as well.
And then 3 little rose farthings.
3 rose farthings?
Yeah.
Oh, you've done alright, haven't you?
Right.
Excellent. There's still more
More
stuff.
stuff.
Oh, so we've got more
These are all-
miscellaneous.
these
Oh, that's
are
a nice
all-
button.
These are buttons. Yeah. You can see the little shanks on the back.
I like that one. There's little
That
Prince
one
of,
with the
Prince of
little-
Wales
yeah.
feathers on, military. And we've just discovered, upon cleaning and inspection, that this one is actually the United East India Company. So it's got a lot of history behind that. I've actually found one of these before, but my one was slightly bigger. But it's lovely. Mine's actually recorded with PAS as well, so it's quite an important little find, because they don't come up very often. They're made of pewter. But obviously they were a huge company back in the day, importing millions of pounds of stuff to London, and so that's why that's here. Great bit of history there. Excellent. Anything else?
And then just some leadies that just need cleaning up really, so there'll be stuff on them.
Cool. Little lead traders tokens there, used for small change when there wasn't much about.
That's a very rare little diddy one, not really seen that small, that's tiny.
It's tiny, it's pretty, how small that is on the end of your fingertip. Imagine trying to get that in your change. What would you, where would you keep that falling over? It's like a little tree, doesn't it, on that side? A little tree and a star. Yeah. Lovely.
And then a little heart-shaped something, I don't know what that is.
Might be the end of a spoon.
Could be, more likely.
Excellent. Well guys, what a fantastic day.
That's good.
Alright mud lovers, hope you enjoyed that. It's always fun going out with Matt and Nick. One of us always finds something really cool. Now we're going to do a little bit of upcycling. You remember that 303 bullet that I found? This one, it was spent, or might be one of these. I've got a few. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make it into a ring. I just can't wait. I've got the idea in my head. Let's give it a go and turn one of these into an awesome piece of custom trench art jewellery. Let's give it a go. So the idea is to make these head stamps the feature of the ring. So this one's really cool. It's from the WRA company, which is the Winchester Repeating Arms company, made in America. And this one's dated 1940, as you can see, .303. There's another one here from WRA, that's 1942. A couple of these are a bit hard to see the date, so I might save these for another time, but I'm looking forward to cutting these down and seeing what we can do. Oh, brittle. It's too brittle. That's better. That first one, it broke. I think because it's been in the water for 70 to 80 years, it was just too brittle. So I've got a few more, found a few more, so I'm going to try out a few more different attempts at it. I've actually done it once before. I made a prototype to see if it worked, and it did. So I know it works, I just need to find one that isn't quite so brittle. First, finish a cup of tea. So there we go. All I need to do now is just to push these ends around a bit more. Hopefully they won't snap off. Might heat them up again and then make it into, put them in the shape of a ring. Just clean up those bits now and give it a proper rub down. How cool is that? Well, I'm happy with that one, but I found a few more knocking around, so I'm going to make a few more and see which one turns out the best. Well, I'll state in my hands. Here are 3 that I've done, which I'm yet to polish up. I'm just debating how much extra to clean these, because I kind of like the rustic look, but I imagine they would come off in people's hands. So I'm going to maybe clean the insides and keep the outsides a little bit grimy. perhaps. Don't know, see how I feel. But yeah, nice brass colour coming through. Really happy with these. So here are the finished rings. Don't they look great? Now when this one broke, I decided it wasn't going to waste, so I flattened it off and drilled through and used steel wire to make a ring. I also beveled the inside slightly to take the shape of the finger. I applied the same technique here but added some silver wire I had left over. This is a British 303 made by the Royal Laboratory Mark 7. You'll notice they all have a hole in the middle. This is where they've been fired, so they're totally inert. Here's my prototype I made off camera, but I had trouble replicating it due to the vulnerable nature of the metal. I'm really happy with these. Many mudlarks and detectorists tend to throw these back, but I think they're a wonderful piece of history. I like to imagine who fired it and at what, and did they hit their intended target. Each one is unique with different grades of wear and patination. I'll be selling a few of these on eBay, so if you fancy a cheeky bid, check out the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, mud lovers, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more mud ventures.